Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good weekend. Welcome back to Robocop Rogue City, where we're still hot on the trail of the missing Officer Briggs. And yes, this is the exact same spot in the first movie where Alex Murphy was murdered by the Clarence Boddicker gang. Briggs had uncovered a definite connection between organised crime, specifically the Street Vulture motorcycle gang, and the new money in town, Wendell Antonovsky. A suspicion that was confirmed when we just discovered a video recording of Briggs being tortured here, with Antonovsky present, along with Spike, the leader of the Street Vultures. Don't know how old that recording was. Don't know if Briggs is still alive, but as long as there's a possibility, I have to pursue it. A couple of suspicious things about this whole deal, however. Because the old steelworks here is outside of police jurisdiction. So I'm not even supposed to be here. And neither, of course, was Officer Briggs, but, well, he didn't exactly have a choice. He was brought here. This is the Street Vultures' headquarters, I suppose, for want of a better word. Oh, and by the sound of things, there's going to be trouble. I mean, it makes sense that if you know there's an area of town that the police are not supposed to go, then that's the perfect place to set up your base of operations. But the suspicious thing is that it's not the police who decide what is and what is not inside their jurisdiction. It's not even Mayor Cusack or the city government who make the decision of what areas the police are and are not allowed into. It's OCP, Omni Consumer Products, the corporation who owns the police and most of the other businesses here in Old Detroit. They're the ones who decide what the police can and cannot investigate. So they're the ones who've decided that this hotbed of criminal activity... Oh, that was... Wait, did he just stand up? Guy hitting the window with the motorbike that I threw. Oh, he's bugged out. Right, low on health, let's use a recovery charge. Yeah, it's OCP who decide what the police can and can't investigate. And so I find it more than a little suspicious that this old steel mill, a hotbed of criminal activity, is an area that OCP... Can I help you with anything, citizen? It's an area that OCP have specifically declared off limits to police. What's this? Mayor Cusack. Yeah, Mayor Cusack is dead set against the development of Delta City, which is the construction that OCP want to plaster over the ruins of old Detroit. The mayor is corrupt as anything, by the way. If you've seen the second movie, he was prepared to make a deal with the drug lord Kane in order to try to stop OCP from building Delta City. It's safe to say that the mayor will make a deal with the devil if necessary in order to hold on to power. But yeah, we've got this entire district that the police aren't supposed to be in. And we know from the first movie that, well, if not OCP itself, elements within OCP, Ronnie Cox's character, Dick Jones, the president in charge of the development of the Ed 209 project, was entirely happy to use criminal gangs, like the Clarence Boddicker gang, to further his agenda. So the fact that OCP, not the city government, not the mayor, not the police, have decided that this area is off limits to the police, which of course means that areas like this are going to be prime real estate for criminal gangs to operate from without any fear of interference from the police or the authorities. And we know that OCP, or at least elements within OCP, have a history of connections with these criminal gangs, using them to further their own agendas.
I hope you find Briggs.
I will not stop until I do.
Oh, so you think you're a tough guy, huh? If you really think you got the guts, come on. You'll love our place in the Northwest. It's the hub of our smuggling operation. And I'm telling you now, there's plenty. And let's not forget the other one in the North. It's filled with them crazy drugs we skimmed off those stupid punks. Now tell me, that's not something that would interest you?
He's clearly prepared an ambush for you. That's why you won't try to go there, right? Right?
Oh, shit!
And, oh look, OCP have decided that entire areas of Detroit are basically gang territory. It all just seems rather suspiciously convenient, doesn't it? Now, I don't know that Wendell Antonovsky, or the guy claiming to be Wendell Antonovsky, has any connections with OCP. But, like I said, it just all seems rather too suspiciously convenient. If I could prove that there was a definite link between the guy claiming to be Wendell Antonovsky and OCP itself, that would... What's that? Ooh! What's that beeping noise? That would be the landmine you were about to step on, Robocop. Okay, fine. So, yes. This area is heavily mined. And I'm obviously walking into a trap. Spike shouting about the various different stashes of criminal goods that he's got scattered around this old mill. But that's fine. I have a large supply of bullets. Oh, I've modified the Auto 9. When we got here, it was firing on full auto, which was very nice. But it meant that I was going through magazines like nobody's business. Which isn't a problem. The Auto 9 has unlimited ammo. But I was reloading often. What I've done now... Holy shit, I'm not entirely happy with the accuracy though. But what I've done now is this thing is... Oh, bad guys ahead. Lots of them. Instead of firing on full auto, it's semi-automatic again. But each individual shot does... Whoa, that was too close. Does way more damage. Right. What was that? Oh, well, not that. That was a bad guy. There was something on the train car. Technically, I suppose it's a train engine. We'll come back to that in a moment. And there's no one shooting at me. Oh, couldn't throw that one far enough. Let's try again. No, that's the punch button, Jingles, not the pickup button. Oh my god. There's definitely something there I can interact with on the... What do you call those things anyway? The things that actually, you know, the bit at the front, the engine, that actually pulls the train. I don't know what they're called. The thing over there to my right. There it is. Start the engine. Engineering level 3 required. Of course it is. Alright, never mind. I could probably use that as rolling cover. But I don't have 3 points in the engineering skill, so I'm going to have to do this the hard way. Anything else around here? No, it doesn't look like it. Right, we seem to have cleared the immediate area of enemies. What was I talking about anything important? Oh, no, we have not cleared the immediate area of enemies. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this. I mean, it's single shot, it's semi-auto, but it's doing a lot of damage in each shot now. As opposed to hosing everybody down on full auto. And I realise that my shooting is nothing spectacular, but I mean, you saw when I was pumping shots into the mines, and they were landing left and right. The accuracy, I'm not convinced. It's not great. I think going back to the previous motherboard and getting the full auto, because let's face it, if your aim is as shit as mine, and if the weapon is as questionably accurate as the Auto 9 currently appears to be, with the current configuration, and since my 9mm ammo is basically unlimited anyway, it might make sense to just indulge in a bit of the old spray and pray with a full auto version of the Auto 9. I appear to have found a stash. Anyway, well, I keep getting sidetracked, don't I? This, of course, will come as no surprise to anybody who's watched any of my videos for any length of time. So, connection between OCP, or a provable connection between OCP and this shithole. If I could prove or find evidence that Wendell Antonovsky was actually connected to OCP, all of this would make an awful lot more sense. But so far, that's just speculation. I'm sure I'm probably going to find a connection because this is Robocop and OCP are always the bad guys. But so far it's just speculation. Speaking of speculation, I mentioned in the previous episode that I wasn't convinced that the guy claiming to be Wendell Antonovsky is actually Wendell Antonovsky, the brother of Emil Antonovsky, one of the members of the Clarence Boddicker gang from the first movie, who met a particularly gruesome end at Robocop's hands. I speculated that he wasn't actually Antonovsky's brother. Ooh, heavy machine gun, I'm having that. And there were a couple of reasons for that speculation. Again, no concrete evidence, I have no actual proof of any of this.
You're here! I knew you wouldn't miss it for the world! Just go through the door. They're ready when you are.
Just make sure to stay vigilant. This is clearly a trap.
Hang on a minute. Why is the Auto 9 suddenly back on full auto? I didn't change motherboards. Oh well. It's fine. I kind of actually prefer this. When your aim's as crap as mine, I think it probably pays to just be putting as much lead downrange as possible. Subscribing to the old throw enough shit at the wall and some of it's eventually going to stick theory of gunfighting. Anyway, yeah. So, I mean, this is clearly a trap. This is also a side mission. You don't need to actually complete this. But it's all worth experience and credits. You should generally try to complete as... Oh, hello. Another heavy machine gun. That's going to replenish the ammunition supply for the one I already have. Let's get it reloaded. Before I go through that door, which is also obviously a trap, let's make sure there isn't anything lying around here that I can pick up. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. I mean, the stuff I can pick up, but it's just that you pick up and throw. Oh, here we go. This is... ooh, a grenade launcher. Heavy machine gun or grenade launcher. Let's go with a grenade launcher. Right, let's use a recovery charge to get my health back up and pick up another. Remembering that there is another spare charge there if I need it. Switch back to the sidearm just in case there's something needs shooting in here. I wouldn't want to be using a grenade launcher at close quarters. I think we've basically cleared this place out. Yep. Yeah, that's the way. Ah, hang on a second. Always worth checking everything. So there's at least, if I need them, 2 other recovery charges in this room. And I think I might need them because judging by all of those angry red contacts on the compass at the top of the screen, there's another heavy machine gun reload there as well. Alright, so we're good. How many grenades do I have? 12. Alright. Yeah, lots and lots of recovery charges if I need them, depending on what's on the other side of this door. Lots of bad guys. That's right. Now I have a grenade launcher. This thing's fun. Did I just get shot from behind? What was that? Oh, there's nobody here. Right, 58% health. So, I know there was a recovery charge or 2 back here, but also now that I'm out of grenade launcher ammo, let's pick up the old heavy machine gun again. I've got 100 rounds for that. There's a recovery charge there, so let's get my health back up, collect the recovery charge, and I think I've taken care of everybody in here with a grenade launcher. But let's have a look around. another heavy machine gun there. Can I use it as a source of more ammunition? Oh, drugs destroyed, 1 of 15. What? I didn't do anything. Oh! Somebody was shooting at me and accidentally destroyed a drug stash. Okay, fair enough. Can I hear somebody popping away with a 9... Oh yeah, there he is. I realise that since I have unlimited ammunition for the sidearm, I probably shouldn't be using the heavy machine gun to destroy these drug stashes, but, I mean... There's plenty of heavy machine guns lying around here that I can use to replenish this ammunition. So, let's get this topped off. And use a more economical method of destroying these drug stashes. This is just the side mission, by the way. I started mentioning this earlier, but then got sidetracked by people shooting at me. You don't have to complete it, but you should always try to complete the side missions wherever possible, because they award experience, and completing this side mission has just given me the last skill point that I needed to max out the armour skill. So now, all of those pesky 9mm rounds that don't actually do a huge amount of damage to me, they can now reflect off my armour. Oh, a new motherboard. And damage nearby enemies. Also, I think I now have 50% damage reduction, which is nice. Okay, health up to 99%, 3 of 3, recovery charges available. And that's one secondary objective complete. I'm going to have a good look around here, of course, just in case there's anything else that I might have missed. Because you never know. And while we're doing that, Wendell Antonovsky. So I speculated in the previous episode, I wasn't 100% convinced that he was actually the brother of Emil Antonovsky. It's easy to claim that you are. Wendell Antonovsky, or the man claiming to be Wendell Antonovsky, has no records, so he could make up any old shit. Also, Emil had no record other than his police record. There were no family records relating to the Antonovsky family. So you could claim to be his brother, and there was absolutely no way that anybody could prove that you weren't. So, all a bit suspicious. On the flip side, though, why go to the trouble of making the claim if it wasn't true?
Cherish the good times while they last. You won't be so lucky with the next one.
Robocop? Are you there?
I am.
Oh, thank God. How was it? Was that a risk worth taking?
Right out! This stings like a bitch! Fuck, is he still alive?
Why turn up and effectively announce, "Hello, my name is Wendell Antonovsky. You killed my brother. Prepare to die." You know, I mean, if you've got nothing to gain from it, why make the claim? If it's not true, and if he is not Emil Antonovsky's brother, why say that he is if he doesn't gain anything from it? And so far, I can't think of a single reason why he would benefit from claiming to be this guy's brother. He doesn't gain anything from lying about it. Or at least, so far, I haven't discovered anything that he gains from lying about it. So, maybe he is. I mean, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I honestly don't see what difference it makes. I mean, this guy basically turns up in Detroit one day, and nobody has a clue who he is. Nobody even knows what he looks like. He's only known as the new guy. The police had nothing to go on. Right, we didn't even know his name. We didn't even know what he looked like. The gangs that he was sponsoring didn't even know his name or what he looked like. Remember the Torchhead gang? At the beginning of the game, they actually hijacked the TV station in order to run what was effectively an advertisement to the new guy for their services. They didn't even know who he was. And then at the old slaughterhouse, for no good reason that I can think of, he turns up when he didn't need to, gives us his face, tells us his name is Wendell Antonovsky, shoots Officer Lewis, and then leaves me alive. Why? There's only two reasons I can think of for that to make any kind of sense. One, bad writing, which is always possible, but I don't believe that's the case. The writing in this game is pretty good. At the same time, though, I'm not going to completely rule out the chance that this is all just a result of bad writing. Although for the purposes of trying to make sense of this whole thing, we're going to put that aside for the moment, which means that the other alternative is that he did actually gain something from doing all of that, even if on the surface it doesn't really seem to make any kind of sense. So while it's still possible that he is exactly who he claims to be, Wendell Antonovsky, the brother of Emil Antonovsky, I don't see, so far at least, how that helps, because he hasn't made any capital out of that. You know, he's never actually said, "You killed my brother, I'm here for revenge." In fact, he said the exact opposite. He said that he didn't care that I'd killed his brother, which is weird, because if he doesn't give a shit, why make the announcement? If it's irrelevant, why say it? Then again, if he isn't who he's claiming to be, if he's not actually Wendell Antonovsky, why go to the trouble of turning up when he didn't need to, giving us his face, giving us his name, giving me a reason to go after him, unless that somehow serves his agenda? I mean, just because I can't see the reasons doesn't mean that he doesn't have a reason. It just means that I haven't joined the dots together and figured out why he's making these claims yet. I mean, the only thing I can think of that makes sense, and this doesn't mean it's true, it's just the only thing I can think of at the moment, given the information that I have right now, that makes sense, is that he's making these claims just to try to throw the investigation off, to send us barking up the wrong tree. I mean, he turns up and he says, "Hi, I am this guy," when there's no records of this guy whatsoever. There's no link between who he's claiming to be and anybody that we know actually existed. Certainly not officially. So he could turn up and say, "Hi, my name's Abraham fucking Lincoln." I mean, it doesn't matter, because we can't prove that he is or he isn't either way. So he can say whatever he likes. So the only logical reason I can think of to explain any of this is that he's just making these claims in order to confuse the investigation, have us barking up the wrong tree trying to find a connection when there isn't actually one there. I mean, I could be wrong, this is all just speculation, but it makes sense. Again, though, I could be completely wrong. I might just be reading way too much into this, but the writing has been consistently good throughout this game. Oh, that's a lot of bad guys. Do I have any more explosives I can throw at them? Yes. By the way, when you're carrying something explosive and you're being shot at, there is a chance that it's going to get hit and go off in your hands. I've had that happen to me once. It wasn't fun. Still a couple of them in there. There they are. Right, I think we're clear. Let's have a good look around. See what we can see. I should actually probably be tracking these secondary objectives. I'm just going to heal up here and pick up one of these recovery charges. I can't even remember exactly what it is I'm looking for here, but there's something. It's one of the side missions. Another, you know, obvious trap that Spike was laying. Hello, what's this? A note with a safe combination. Ah ha ha. Alright. Magnavolt calendar there. Magnavolt was a product in one of the spoof advertisements. Oh, hello. It was a car security feature that had an advertisement running in the original movie, where if anybody tried to break into your car, it basically electrocuted them. And I don't mean it gave them a gentle shock. No, it killed anybody who tried to break into your car. Alright. Got the safe open, thanks to finding the combination. Another reason why it's always worth looking around. What exactly is it? Ah, downstairs. There's going to be some kind of crime stash down here. Probably be easier if I was just tracking the secondary objectives. But we're here. It's all good.
Come in! Don't be shy! I've told the boys to give you a proper greeting.
Request approved. 73 rounds of ammo left. I mean, I'm probably going to get a chance to reload the HMG. Because there's going to be somebody else at an ambush point with a heavy machine gun that I can reload from. Oh, need to dodge that grenade. Yeah, we're good. Still at 89%. I mean, because I've maxed out my armor skill, I'm now taking 50% less damage from all sources, and also 25% less damage from heavy weapons and explosives, which is nice. I'm going to conserve the remaining machine gun ammo that I have, though. Switch back to the Auto 9, have a quick look around. There's another recovery. There's a lot of recovery charges lying around here. You know what? I'm going to use this one. Right. Room seems to be clear. Nothing obviously useful lying around. Bad guys around this corner though. Shield up. Yep, sure enough. Heavy machine gun position. So I'm going to have that. There's another of these little buggers. Come on out, I can see you. There we are. Right, anything down here? Nope. Let's grab a reload. There's something... There he is. Oh wow, that was absolutely terrible. Let's just punch him in the face. Right. So I could go that way, but there appears to be an objective through here. So let's breach it. Ah crap, a grenade just went off at my feet. It's all good. I mean, I took a lot of damage there. Like 40%. But there doesn't appear to be any shortage of recovery charges lying around here. So I'll use one and then replenish. So, I mean, there's supposed to be some kind of objective in here. Ah, here we go. Is this it? Not all that glitters. Goods, stock, designate. It's just a list of stolen goods. Don't see how that helps me with anything. Oh, biker's secrets. That was actually an objective. Okay, fine. Sadly, not quite enough to gain me another skill point. But it's all good. It's all XP. Now that side passage down there, that just looks like the way out. Let's actually check my objectives. Right, yeah, there are no other objectives outstanding here in the old steel mill. So, back on the trail of Officer Briggs. This just looks like the way out. Or is it? Yeah, I've been here before. Lots of weapons lying around. Which means I've definitely been here before. Cracking skulls. Right, leave the building. Back on the trail of Officer Briggs. I honestly don't think he's still alive. I mean, he was in bad shape according to the videotape that we caught of him being tortured. And they did say they were just basically going to drag him off and have him killed. A couple of recovery charges there. Don't really need them. Try to remember where they are though in case I need them later. So, where are we going? Gonna have to backtrack. Remember that the way up here was covered with mines, and I think I got most of them, probably not all. Keep an ear open for any beeping noises that indicate that I'm near one. No, we're good. So, I came from the right. Let's turn to the left and see what's down here. Anything up here? Nope. Oh, bad guys. I mean, you know, the Auto 9 isn't exactly a sniper rifle, but if I can see them and they can't see me, and I'm not taking any return fire, why the hell not? Note the crane above these guys. Yeah, that thing. That would have been a simple way of taking them out. In fact, that's exactly how the Bodika gang trapped and pinned Robocop towards the end of the first movie. Right here in this place, by luring him underneath one of those cranes and then dumping a bunch of steel scrap on him. Little callback to the first movie there. Still a couple of bad guys around. Oh, mines. Oh, wow. I think that may have also been another way of getting rid of anybody lying in ambush down here. I like that the game does give you options other than just shooting things. I mean, shooting things works, but it's nice to have options. So whatever the next objective is, it's less than 50 meters away. Oh, there it is. Thought I could hear something. There's another one around here. There it is. Okay, I don't actually need to go near that one. Nice and easy does it. There's one. Come on. Gotcha. Can definitely hear another. There it is. Right, are we good? Yep, I think we're good. Another recovery charge. Don't need it yet, but again, I'll try to remember where it is in case I need it later, because I'm probably going to need it later. Like when I come out of here, whatever this is. Suspiciously quiet in here. No welcoming committee. Oh, this is the room where the recording was taken of Briggs being tortured. That looks like Briggs's... No, that's not the button, Jingles. That's the button. Yeah, Briggs's gear. Also... Oh, do I want to go with the heavy machine gun, or do I want to use that? Okay. This, by the way... It's called an assault rifle RBS. It's interesting that they're actually using the models of real-world weapons, but they're not allowed to give them the real-world weapon name. That was a Aug. It was a popular weapon to show off in an 80s action movie when you wanted to have the villains using something that looked futuristic. Alright, something's happening. It's either going to be very good or very bad news.
Robocop, your body temperature is very low. Are you okay?
I am in the freezer.
What is the freezer even doing there?
They used it to store Briggs' body.
Oh. So that means...
He was not the only victim.
More bodies? That's insane. I'm getting you back up, even if it gets me in trouble.
The only person who should expect trouble is Spike.
Well, we found Briggs. We were too late. But this is just leaving us with more questions than answers. I mean, what do the Vultures doing storing bodies in freezers? What does this have to do with Wendell Antonovsky? These, and other questions, probably not going to get the answers they deserve in the next episode. But hey, you never know your luck. We can always hope. And because, well, what can I say? That's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. And as always, take care. And I'll catch you next time.